Living the dream with credit cards without limits. Are you tired of being held back by your credit card limits? Do you want to live the high life without worrying about maxing out your card? Then it's time to discover the freedom of credit cards without limits. With credit cards without limits, the sky's the limit when it comes to your spending power. Whether you want to book a luxury vacation, upgrade your wardrobe, or treat yourself to a fancy dinner, you can do it all without worrying about hitting your limit. But don't just take our word for it. Check out our latest video, where we'll show you just how easy and liberating it is to live the dream with credit cards without limits. From the finest restaurants to the most exclusive boutiques, you'll see how you can have it all with the swipe of a card. But wait, there's more. In addition to showing you the benefits of credit cards without limits, we'll also share some insider tips on how to get approved for these coveted cards. We'll tell you what credit score you need, which banks offer the best options, and how to improve your chances of getting approved. So what are you waiting for? Don't let credit card limits hold you back from living your best life. Click play on our video now and discover the freedom and flexibility of credit cards without limits. It's time to start living the dream. Credit cards are a ubiquitous presence in modern-day society. They offer convenience, flexibility, and purchasing power that cash simply can't match. But as with any financial tool, credit cards must be used responsibly to avoid falling into debt and financial ruin. One type of credit card that has become increasingly popular in recent years is the credit card without limit. As the name suggests, these cards have no preset spending limits, which can be both liberating and dangerous. In this article, we'll take a closer look at credit cards without limits and how to use them responsibly. First, it's important to understand what credit cards without limits are and how they differ from traditional credit cards. With a traditional credit card, the issuer sets a credit limit, which is the maximum amount you can borrow at any given time. If you reach your limit, you must pay down your balance before you can charge more. Credit cards without limits, on the other hand, don't have preset spending limits. Instead, your creditworthiness and spending patterns determine how much you can charge. This means that you have the potential to charge more than you would with a traditional card, but it also means that you can quickly rack up a high balance if you're not careful. So, how do you use a credit card without limit responsibly? Here are a few tips to keep in mind. Know your limits. Just because you don't have a preset limit doesn't mean you should charge without regard for your finances. It's important to have a sense of what you can afford to pay off each month and to avoid charging more than that amount. Keep track of your spending and pay attention to your balance, so you don't get in over your head. Pay on time and in full. With any credit card, it's crucial to make your payments on time and in full each month. This is especially important with credit cards without limits, as your balance can quickly spiral out of control if you carry a balance and accrue interest charges. Set up automatic payments or reminders to ensure you never miss a payment. Monitor your credit score. Credit cards without limits typically require a high credit score to qualify. To ensure that you maintain your creditworthiness, it's essential to monitor your credit score regularly. If you notice any errors or inaccuracies, address them promptly to avoid any negative impact on your credit. Use for big purchases only. Credit cards without limits can be tempting to use for everyday purchases, but this can quickly lead to overspending. Instead, reserve these cards for significant purchases, such as a down payment on a house or a big-ticket item that you need to finance. By using your card responsibly, you can make the most of its benefits without risking financial hardship. Consider the fees. Credit cards without limits often come with higher fees than traditional cards, such as annual fees or foreign transaction fees. Before you apply for a credit card without limit, be sure to review the terms and conditions carefully and consider whether the benefits outweigh the costs. In conclusion, credit cards without limits can offer freedom and flexibility when used responsibly. By knowing your limits, paying on time, monitoring your credit score, reserving the card for big purchases, and considering the fees, you can make the most of this powerful financial tool. Remember, a credit card without limit is a privilege, not a right, so use it wisely to avoid falling into debt and financial ruin.